Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Ravishing review. Today we are looking at the Hell in a Cell match between Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose at WWE Hell in a Cell 2014. Meltzer gave this a 4-star rating out of 5. Back up a few months on the Raw after the Payback pay-per-view. Rollins, that dastardly guy, he turns his back on the Shield. He grabs a chair, and this is when Triple H says, "There's always a plan B." And then he hits Roman Reigns in the back with the chair. You get Ambrose just standing there like. And then, Ambrose is like, well, I'm not standing for this. So, Rollins doinks him in the midsection, hits him in the back with the chair. He wears out the chair on both of them. Turn complete. This was fantastically done. Nobody saw it coming. The Shield have been dominant. They have been running roughshod through the entire roster. But this is fantastic. So Rollins curb stomped Ambrose on some cinder blocks to put him out of action for a little bit. He eventually comes back and, they square off for a little bit. Rollins says he created the Shield and he is the one that single-handedly destroyed it. After weeks of back and forth between Ambrose and the Authority, Triple H finally makes the match official. Ambrose gets to the ring and immediately litters the ring with chairs and other weapons. He leaves the cells, looks at the crowd, says, "We're all gonna die tonight," then climbs the cell. Rollins starts climbing, but stops and tells J&J Security, that's Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble, that they work for him and he is ordering them to climb up and get Dean Ambrose down. J&J do as they're told, try to get him to come down, but that just gets them both attacked with a kendo stick. Rollins, in the meantime, climbs up the other side. They start brawling. Rollins eventually gets the kendo stick, and all three of the dastardly heels take it to Dean Ambrose. Ambrose starts to fight back, but this gives Rollins time to start climbing down. Ambrose catches up to him, and they're both slamming each other's head into the cell wall. One Ambrose headbutt, and they both go crashing through the announce tables at ringside. Wow, what a way to... And I was getting ready to say, what a way to start the match, but the match hasn't started yet. Nothing has started. It's not like King of the Ring 98, where they were up there, they start fighting. Oh, okay, yeah, it's cool. Ring the bell to start. No, not this. So they're both out for a while. They get the medical teams out there. They're getting stretchers. Rollins is on a stretcher. Ambrose is on a stretcher. Rollins getting stretchered up the ramp. Ambrose fights off his stretcher and pulls Rollins off of his. Both men are in the cell, and now is when the match starts. Rollins struggles. Ambrose sits in a chair just staring at him, says he got screwed, then hits Seth with the chair at least a half a dozen times. Ambrose goes after Rollins with a screwdriver, but Rollins gets loose. Doesn't avoid, though, because Ambrose drop kicks Rollins off the apron into the cell. Ambrose pulls out a table, but nothing happens there yet. There's about a half a dozen chairs in the ring now, still from before we climb the cell. Ambrose tries to suplex Rollins onto them, but he counters and hits a back suplex of his own. Rollins setting up his own table now, looking to suplex Dean Ambrose. He hangs Rollins out to dry. Rollins falls on his own table. Ambrose hits an elbow drop from the top through the table. That's a crazy spot in its own. Ambrose is now grinding Rollins' face into the side of the cell, and for some reason, he's sticking his tongue out as he's getting his face against that. He's going like, and I'm like, stop! What? There's no need for that. But no worries. that's happening, Corporate Kane out of nowhere has a fire extinguisher, fires it into the face of Ambrose. Rollins immediately takes advantage of this. He power bombs Ambrose through the other table. We're back in the ring. Rollins hits a curb stomp. Ambrose kicks out at 2. Crowd pops for that. Rollins hits Ambrose almost a half a dozen times in the back with a chair. Ambrose hits Rollins with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then he grabs cinder blocks from under the ring, setting up for a curb stomp, a little bit of revenge. Just as Ambrose is about to execute, the lights go out and we hear what sounds like a spell of some sort or some sort of incantation. A lantern and a ghost appear in the ring, and the spell keeps going. Out of nowhere, Bray Wyatt attacks Dean Ambrose, hits a Uranagi. Rollins wastes no time, covers Ambrose to retain the title. I'll grade this a little higher than Meltzer. I'll give it a 4.25 out of 5. It's laced with violence and story. This match was really good. Not a fan for the delay with the stretchers. It didn't affect the match time. In research for this match in particular, I saw it was only like 11 or 12 minutes. I'm like, I wonder what happened. Well, in reality, the whole thing with the cell and the stretchers, I was probably about another 12 to 15 minutes. So you're looking at really a 25-minute match with everything combined. So it makes sense. Everything else was really good. I mean, this is early Seth Rollins, early Dean Ambrose on their own singles runs. So all of this is great. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Check out our social media links in the description. Be sure to tune in to the PWO WrestleCast, the premier professional wrestling podcast, every Monday live at 7 p.m. on Facebook. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for another Ravishing review.